Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
We're in the house. We're in the house. Ebony Sports Reporters. We got Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Julius Hall. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
All is well. All is well.
All right. All right. We are here. We may have some other coaches joining us, but we're going to get rolling with it right now. But we're going to do some things. We're going to probably hit another little way. Since some things have gone on, some things have transpired, and people want to know what the deal is because there's so many layers to this right here. So many layers to this right here because as somebody said to me, that this is Savannah. Savannah was seen on a national level. And we got Savannah coming up. Savannah's coming up right now.
Camila Cardoso being looked at with blood on her lip. Let's see what just happened again. Flau'jae Johnson holds on to Mylasia Fulwiley. And then Flau'jae pushes Watkins. That's when Cardoso comes up and pushes Flau'jae down. Somebody jumped over the scorer's table from the stands.
Savannah was seen on a national level. But again, there's a lot that's happening with regards to all of that. So that's Savannah on the national level. We'll go to Coach Fritz and Coach Tisha. What's your thought with regards to Savannah on a national level?
You know, y'all Savannahans sure know how to show out, don't y'all?
It wasn't good for Savannah, man. Y'all supposed to be cool, calm, and collective. Let your play do the talking, not your shoving and pushing around. I know it's competitive, but whoo.
I mean, I like that the brother did the big brother thing because my brothers would have done the same thing. Totally forgot, like, wait a minute, this is a basketball game. We on national TV, my bad. But I like the fact that, you know, Flau'jae, she apologized for her behavior. She knew she initiated the contact. Was the contact she received harsh? I mean, of course, the girl is way bigger than her, but I mean, as long as they keep it on the court and it don't go past that, I was all for it. It was a phenomenal game. So I was with it.
It was chippy. It was competitive. You could tell from the beginning it started, it was going to be a game for the ages. LSU's a little frustrated because they haven't beat South Carolina. I seen Angel Reese pulling Cardozo's hair. Cardozo got popped in the mouth.
Yeah.
But, you know, I could see Savannah didn't back down. Savannah stepped to the plate. It just, you know,
What you would have did, Mr. Hall? What you would have did?
Well, I'm gonna address you first.
Uh-oh.
Your brothers don't need to come to the game, and you don't need to be playing if your brother's gonna jump across the stage. They don't understand that it's sports.
It was a
wasn't
blackout moment.
Now, if somebody's attacking you and beating you down, then yeah, they need to jump out there and stop it. Somebody needs to stop it. You got all those other officials there. You got the police there. You got the referees there. One referee, she was running. She was getting
Yeah,
yeah.
the one that looked like us.
Yeah. So I just thought that, emotions will take over sometimes and you're not thinking. And then, what happened was he got charged because he stepped on the lady. I think it was a lady that he stepped on to jump on the table. He stepped on her, and that created the charge for him. Now, he did touch Cardoso,
he did,
but he didn't do it in a way to harm her.
Yeah, it looked like it was an inadvertent touch. Don't
do that. It wasn't aggressive. So there should be no charge for that. But I do think that he should get some type of probation. He shouldn't go to jail because it's in the heat of the moment. It's an act of passion. One of those crimes for act of passion where you see your little sister being harmed and you jump in to help. So the judge should take some compassion in Greenville, South Carolina. So we don't know.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go right here. We're going to go to this right here because there's something else in it that, and we're going to come back to that video because, like I said, it's a lot of layers to this, and we're going to get into with regards to Dawn and Kim Mulk. We're going to get in there too, but we're going to do this right here. I want y'all to look at this right here.
Cardoso for three. Banks it in! A miracle for the Gamecocks!
So, there's a lot happening. We're going to probably come back to that video. We're going to probably replay that video and the other video too. So, Coach Carl, what was your thoughts when you saw that moment right there?
I loved it because it showed that the game isn't over until the horn sounds. So you have to play it all the way out, especially if it's close. If it's close, you got to play each player. You got to put a hand in their face, everything. These girls are very skilled. These girls are good. They're not 29, 30, and 31, 32, and 0 for nothing. They are skilled, and you cannot leave a player open on that team. And it was a great shot.
Okay. Coach Tisha.
I don't even know where to begin. Watching it in real time was just in slow motion because there's a video that shows Dawn telling the girl literally at the last minute to basically go to the line to get the ball versus where she was further away from the line before the shot. And it's like a split second. Dawn is like, nah, just move, go ahead and catch it and just shoot it. And it was like everything, especially because Tennessee was already playing the music of what was it?
We will rock you.
Exactly. And I kept telling Fritz, I'm like, damn, they singing already. They still got some seconds left. I mean, come on, this is basketball. We know how this is gonna play out. I still could not have wrote a better ending than how it ended up playing out. But we were screaming in this house like yeah, well, I was screaming in this house. It was great.
She's supposed to have a sore throat.
Oh man, I was jacked up.
It's hurting her. She jumped up. I was looking at her like, what the? But I called Julius right after she did that. I said, yo, did you see that game? Because we turned it on when it was 63-65. I mean, 63-65, South Carolina. And it was like 4 minutes left. I was like, this is going to be an interesting game. And it lived up to the billing. You can't leave somebody open. Tennessee was already celebrating. So when she hit the shot, Tennessee's coach expression says it all. It looked like she was punched in the gut and everything. Candace Parker's face was another one. because she called Asia Wilson and was like this. Yeah, we won this. And then when she saw, you know, that they lost, she's just like this. I can't believe it. Her hands on her head, and Asia's just laughing.
But I even kept asking friends. I was like, why are they leaving her open? Why is no orange, nothing near her? Why is she just standing there? He's like, oh, because she's the center. They don't really think she's gonna do anything.
Thank you, Julius.
And
I knew that was gonna happen.
I probably would have did the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, as a coach,
you gotta beat me. You gotta beat me if you 6'7".
Right.
6'7" girl. Hit the shot.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have counted because she didn't even call bank.
I wouldn't have left Caitlin out there.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, talking about Caitlin now, we need to talk about that game that she played too.
I was pulling for Nebraska, but then I knew she would come back and beat them. I was pulling for Nebraska in that game. I wanted the upset, you know?
I was absolutely shocked.
I didn't even get a chance
He didn't watch it. I ended up watching the whole game by mistake because I was shocked how bad she was playing. Sorry to start talking about Caitlin, but I kept thinking to myself, wow, I'm surprised she's playing this bad. And it's like, after halftime, she woke up and was like, nah, let me get myself together and make this a real game.
But did y'all see what I saw?
What?
Did you see at the end of the game what happened?
No, I didn't
see
that.
Which part? When she was interviewing and they brought the trophy out?
Right before that, the celebration.
I did watch it.
She jumped in this girl's arms. She jumped in this girl's arms and wrapped her legs around the girl.
I did see that.
And I'm saying, I said, you saw that?
But wait, did you notice how fast they went from that scene?
Exactly. They went straight from
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you weren't watching it, you definitely missed it.
Yeah. Yeah. I caught it.
I did see that, but I really wasn't thinking. I assumed that it was either a girlfriend or a family member.
I think it was a coach.
Oh.
But I think now, because I ended up seeing that same woman near the bench later on after a while. But I think it was the coach. But she looked at, hard, And it just surprised me for her to jump up like a baby and wrap her arms, her legs around the woman.
Well, they made it guilty by screening away from her so quickly.
Yeah.
That's what made it to me noticeable. That's how I was like, oh, maybe that's just a family member or a girlfriend or something.
Yeah, nothing surprises us these days because everything is allowed.
Yeah.
True.
All right. So we're going to go back to the videos, but there's something else going on in the video. And this one, I want you to see the pass. I want to see the pass.
Cardoso for.
All right, that's the pass. But then also look at Flage. What's going on? Look who's around Flage.
Camila Cardoso being looked at with blood on her lip. Let's see what just happened again. Flage Johnson holds on to Malaysia Fulwiley. And then Flage pushes Watkins. That's when Cardoso comes up and pushes Flage down. Somebody jumped over the scorer's table from the
Raven Johnson is the one who threw the pass, but also Raven Johnson, you saw when that went on, Raven Johnson is the one now who's grabbing Flage, trying to pull her out. I gotta say this right now. What we're looking at, some people not realizing, I'm like, Raven Johnson, she's a floor lead along with Malaysia, but Raven Johnson, I'm like, yo, Dawn got something going on there, and that's why a powerful team right there. And so I was like saying, some of them are sleeping on Raven Johnson. So I just want to throw that out there. Because again, even for Camila to do that, bam. Just like, I'm just throwing it out there because I think some people miss that. And then showing, again, the sportsmanship with regards to her, pulling her, trying to pull her out. Because I said, hey, she like saying, hey, we don't want you out the game. Don't get caught up into it. And this is a play on another team. So I had to throw mad respect out there for Raven Johnson.
Absolutely.
I agree, because she was trying to stop the whole thing from going. Her pass was on point, beautiful. I was like, oh, she lofted it off. And Tennessee was like, yeah, we'll let the center shoot. It just so happened that they won. But she is a floor general. She is a professional. She's a leader because she tried to stop the whole melee before it got out of hand. She was trying to, listen, we don't need to do this, and then it just went another place.
So
okay, well, you need those type of players, and those girls, they're all good friends. Ain't no real animosity. South Carolina, they play hardball. LSU play hardball, but when they see each other, they respect each other, and they are good friends. And sometimes the emotions get a little heated, in the spirit of the game. Yeah. And the coaches understood that. One of the coaches didn't, but Don did.
Right.
And so now this is the segue, because again, you get it with regards to Kim. Now, some people are going to say, hey, if that was Don Staley making commentary like that and saying things like that, that there have been a projection as to who she is and her ethnicity and all of that. But Kim Mulkey goes and says that, and so other people came in who criticized her. So what's your thoughts with regards to that and what Kim has said, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, she's a little firecracker. Did I say that? She's a little she's a little firecracker. She'll pop off at any time. I'm serious. And I guess her Southern roots and just being country as hell just makes her just think that she can say anything she wants to say. You could tell she's country as shit. Excuse my French. But she has to understand that as a coach, you got to be able to make these players feel like you're behind them. If you look at hockey, which is the most violent sport out there, you shouldn't say nothing until you start addressing the violence on the hockey field, on the hockey rink. And they like to try to bring up every time there's a fight on the basketball court that there's something wrong because the majority of the players are black. Yeah. And I just think it's wrong. And Kim ought to know better than to jump into that. She should have been diplomatic just like Don was.
Well, she wasn't, because she don't feel she has to be. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
She gets away with a lot.
A lot.
She says and does a lot and never gets checked. And that's the problem. And the fact that, society, quote unquote, I can't even say they don't see it. They don't address it.
They don't want to address it.
And it's sad that if it was Dawn, that of course we would still be talking about what she said. Now, but Dawn is classy, and that's why she's where she is.
She's classy. Her comments was great. I applaud her. Kim Mulkey, it was uncalled for. You just making it more like you got to face them again. There's gonna be another time that you got to face them, and that's gonna be in the tournament.
And you're trying to make Reese out to be the bully that everybody's trying to point the finger at her anyway as the bully. So now you trying to co-sign it on the low? Come on.
I just know I saw a lot of stuff that went on. I was like this. Julius probably would have did this, pull the hair, give a little elbow. I saw Angel Reese doing all the tactics just to get Cardoza out of her game.
Right, and they never even addressed any of that during the game when it was happening. They didn't talk about that till the game was over and they replayed it. I'm like, damn, we saw all of that in real time. Why nobody said nothing then? Oh, now you want to say something because Reese went to sit down? She was hurt. Like, come on. But
all right.
Dawn is my girl.
Okay.
One question, Julius. Have you ever seen a game where everybody got ejected?
Okay.
Could you imagine? And I was telling her, I said, if one person from LSU, like there was a foul call, and I thought that was on Angel Reese.
Did too.
I said, if it's on Angel Reese, game is over. Because they're not going to play 5-on-4. That's a forfeit.
I think it was on her. They just didn't call it on her because there was no one left.
Yeah.
They would have forfeited.
So the rule says that it must be 5 players. I thought you could play with 4.
Oh, if you could play before, then
I don't know. Is that a college rule?
Then it might be different for college. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know whether what the rule is that you could play. You just don't have those players. It don't mean that if you got 15 players and all the players foul out except 4 of them, you got to play with the 4 against those 5.
But how do you disqualify the people who were on the bench, but you don't disqualify the 2 people that caused the melee? Nothing happened to either one of them.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
Or the other girl.
Well, yeah, I didn't understand that part. I thought that there should have been an ejection there for the elbow and for the girl getting in Flage's face, but Flage shouldn't have hit the girl with the elbow.
Right.
Yes.
But the other girl really instigated it.
Yes.
She came up to Flage.
Yes.
Yes.
And Flage
didn't touch her though.
lost it and hit the girl. Threw an elbow at her, and that, I thought they was gonna get her with the elbow. Because I told Tanya while we watching the game, I said, if they throw Flage out. And it was amazing. Yeah, it amazed me that they said the starting 5, the 5 that was on the court for both sides stay on the floor.
Right.
I said, huh?
Especially as long as it took them to do the damn review. I'm like, what are y'all looking at? If you're not going to actually call out the people who were actually involved.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense.
Man, I knew that everybody, it was like, I was counting all the ejections. I'm like, oh, they got to figure this out.
Yeah, we were so sure that those 2 were out.
Yeah. And what the coaches got to do, I guess, when you're playing on this level and you're playing in that type of emotional game, especially when it gets that close, you got to tell your players, look, don't leave this bench if something happens. I don't care. If you want to continue to play on this team, don't leave this bench. If it's a fight, let them break it up.
Yeah.
But Dawn was going to get in today. You know what? If she complains about how they posing for pictures, she got into their tail after that little melee the other day.
And if celebration wasn't even a full celebration, because now the other people was in the back in the locker room, you got to do a video chat with them to celebrate. So they didn't get a chance to participate in a wonderful regular season and winning the championship for their division, for their conference. I thought that was like, man,
that's the price you pay though when you do something you're not supposed to be doing. Yeah. What, old girl was celebrated the night before and was the villain the next day?
That's basketball, right, Drew?
Yeah, exactly.
But it is.
That's sports. One day you the hero, next day you the GOAT.
That's right.
And so we're now going to move on to a Julius Hall moment. This is what I call the Julius Hall moment right now. We have something for y'all, the Julius Hall moment, and we are going to this right here.
Oh, yeah.
Howard University, first HBCU figure skating competition. So they're the first one to compete in figure skating. Howard University.
I am...
Well, this is tied to Julius Hall.
These Howard University students are skating into history.
I'm out there skating. I just feel very free. I like that you have to keep going. So you fall a lot, but you got to get back up.
Maya James and Cheyenne Walker grew up figure skating, but when they got to Howard, there wasn't a team. So they set out to change that.
Why did you want to start a skating club at Howard?
Because growing up, I didn't have that much of a community of like people around my age that look like me. I grew up knowing that we had a place on the ice, so I just want to bring that same sentiment to Howard.
Together, they petitioned Howard to approve and support a team, becoming the first ever at a historically Black college or university.
There's so many historical things that have happened at Howard University, and now you're part of that rich history. What's that feel like?
Becoming a part of that legacy is just an overwhelming feeling of pride.
The team began competing earlier this month.
It's really amazing to see how quickly people can pick up the skills. I feel like such a proud mom.
All right. Let me take this down. Bear with us. So, Julius Hall, what's about to happen?
Well, a couple of observations.
Huh?
I say a couple of observations. They're changing the game, so the rules will probably change. So a rule change is coming. My second observation was that they really changing the game because the girl on the first brother on the left, she was kind of chunky now.
I was thinking the same.
I'm scratching my head saying, I'm doing this and saying, she the coach?
Yeah,
she got on skates. I said, I'm trying to figure out, she was kind of, a little chunky, a little overweight. But hey, if she got the agility and got the athleticism to put those skates on and go out there and do her thing, then do it. Ain't nobody say you got to win right now. Just say you got to compete right now. You can win later on. Bringing that out. You making other kids that might want to aspire to be figure skaters. They'll be going to school. I applaud everything they're doing. They have a great alumni association there, though. And all these black colleges and universities need to call on their alumni to start donating, and these athletes and these entertainers who have money. You see what Stefan did. Stephen Curry did at Howard with the golf team.
Yes.
So let's not just put it at Howard. Let's see whether we can do it and put some of this money into these programs, make endowments for this and this and this and scholarships for this and this and this. Do something with the money and give back. These instead of buying Gucci, Bugatti cars and red bottom shoes and all the wine that everybody in the club can drink and Rolex watches and stop spending your money frivolously and invest in something. That's just my thought.
All right. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I mean, I agree. Look, he got notes, so let's see what
I had
he got
my
to
notes,
say.
and one of the first ones that came out. First thing first, I wanted to say congratulations. I was like this. I had to take a look at the whole picture. I'm like, that girl's thick. I'm like, oh boy, that's they.
Hey, leave the thick girls alone.
No, but when we came up, they were supposed to be like this, skinny and everything. I said they're about to change the game. So my number one thing, because I started writing it down, my number one thing is rule change. Number one is rule change. And then my second one was congratulations. I applaud them. That's a great thing, because now it gives every other girl that's ice skating the chance to go, oh, I could do that too.
I mean, Howard is just a start. I mean, somebody has to be number one. So as long as they can keep it going and it venture out to a lot of the other schools, I think it could be something real big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So now we come to this right here. We come to you are GM. You are GM of the NFL team. Or if you want to be NFL of teams, that's fine. You are the GM. You are the GM. Coach Tisha, you are the GM.
Okay.
What you want to do?
Which team?
You a GM. Whatever you want to do. I was going to leave it up to you. Because I know you might want to be down with the Jets. I'm just saying. I wasn't trying to put. You are a GM. Whatever. What you think should be happening?
To be perfectly honest, if I was the GM of the Jets, I would have gotten rid of Aaron Rodgers. To be honest, Aaron Rodgers is not it. I love my team. I don't like the direction that they're going into. I don't really understand it. It's not really making much sense to me as a fan. I definitely didn't understand the Tyrod Taylor thing. Like, why? What was the purpose? One thing I can tell you about the Jets is they do not know how to pick quarterbacks. Their history shows that. If you want to stick with Aaron Rodgers, all right, Aaron will give you what? Maybe 2 years? Let's just bet on 1 year right now. Don't you want somebody that's coming behind him that's going to give you some type of longevity? Why would you go with Tyrod Taylor? I mean, I didn't get it. So as a GM, I probably would have got rid of Aaron Rodgers. Or at least get him to understand how temporary his position is and how permanent I'm trying to make the next person that gets that slot. I think because of Aaron Rodgers' ego, everybody's tiptoeing and don't want to make him mad by interviewing this person or bringing that person. Bruh, it ain't got nothing to do with you personally. This is a business. The amount of time that you're going to be here versus this team as a whole, okay, like I said, 1 or 2 seasons. Let's get someone. We know it's not Zach, which is why they allowed Zach to go out here and try to make a home somewhere else. We need somebody. Why didn't you go get Russell? Russell was free damn near. You could have got him. Although I'm not mad with where Russell went. I get it. But you could have had a Russell. But you didn't because you're more concerned about how Aaron feels. Just like the little boy from Chicago. Justin Fields. Why you ain't go get him? Why hasn't anyone going to get him? Justin Fields would have been a great look, but
we're gonna get to free agency talk with that guard today. But now, Coach Fritz, you are GM. Whatever team, Coach
If
Fritz.
I'm a GM, I'm gonna try to fill the needs that I need through
for what team?
For the Dallas Cowboys, they wanted the linebacker. They just got to get a running back and a slot receiver. So they got the linebacker. They need help on the offensive line. Fill your needs. And try to make it where you're not you underneath the salary cap.
Yeah, but is that really all they need? Who's a backup quarterback?
They have it.
Who is it? I didn't say if they got one. Who is it?
Trey Lance.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God.
Who needs to be the starting quarterback?
Okay, I agree.
So, Coach Fritz, you're finished.
I'm finished. I'm finished.
All right.
Mine was brief.
No, because since somebody had interrupted about the backup quarterback, Coach
I'm
Julius
not
Hall,
mad,
you are the GM. And see, now the problem I know Coach Julius Hall, that's why I left it like this, because I know Coach Julius Hall got at least 2 teams. He got 2 teams. He can have only 2 teams right now, but he may try to go back in the past and deal with 8 teams.
Well, since I have brought season tickets to the Falcons, I brought it for convenience. I should have went to Charlotte because it's just the same amount of distance, and the tickets probably way cheaper if I went to Charlotte. I need to check on Charlotte tickets too, because when Atlanta's away, we might have a Charlotte game that we can go to or something. Be gone every weekend. But anyway, since I'm a Falcons season ticket holder, I'm gonna work on the Falcons right now. The other teams I admire, and the other teams on my team, y'all see me on with the Kobe on tonight, right? But the Falcons, dumbest. You talking about dumb?
Pray for the people in the back.
Oh God,
dumb.
I was waiting.
You passed up Jackson last year.
Yep. Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
A healthy 26-year-old Jackson last year, who has the athleticism and would bring the excitement to Atlanta. All games sold out. Every channel want to watch you. You're going to have it all. They already come with a sorry team. Imagine what they're going to do when you have a good team.
Right.
And they go and get Kirk Cousins at $180 million. That's $45 million a year. They're giving this bum who ain't won nothing to come and be the quarterback of this team. I'm sorry, I brought the tickets now. But if he wins, then I just got to eat crow. But I don't see it.
He ain't gonna win.
Well, we were going to do something else, but since Coach Julius Hall went there, we'll go to this right here, right now for you all.
I already know what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is Kirk Cousins, and so this is conversations had. It is extremely alarming. He's only had 1 playoff win in 12 years. So then we got this right here. Damn. F, who is your agent?
Totally.
And this is all tied to, because I was going to say, really, this was the Coach Tisha moment right here, because this is all Coach Tisha right here. She is a cousin hater. So
whatever.
You see the breakdown. You see
that breakdown, Mr. Hall?
This man finna make $500 million.
Yes.
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 $500 million.
Yes.
Jay
He
almost
won
broke my
one
fingers
playoff game.
trying to send you that. I could not believe that.
She sent it to me.
I was just totally shocked.
And I'm like, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, y'all criticize Dak for getting his money. Dak has won more playoff game than this guy. Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl. Not even
that. I'm with Kim. Who the hell is this dude's agent?
Well, hold up, Coach Tisha. Like I said, this is the coach. Like we had this is the Coach Julius Hall. We had one for Coach Julius Hall, and this is Coach Tisha because she was exhibiting the hate, and she made sure that I gotta do this right here. So we were gonna get into it, but see, y'all see how Coach Tisha is. Then we're gonna go to a commercial right after that because they were so enthralled with all this right here. So again, and so Tony Mitchell, guess what? Tony Mitchell say he know his agent. All right.
Damn.
All right. So we about to go to this right here.
Includes $50 million signing bonus.
It is extremely alarming that he only had one playoff win in 12 years. He's coming off of an injury. Why didn't they get Justin Fields? I can't make it about me. But if I were to make it about me, it's like, I'm in Atlanta. But damn, who is your agent?
But Tony Mitchell know who his agent is. So, all right, Coach Tisha, since you are the one, since we know that you are a cousin hater,
It's not about being a cousin hater. I mean, damn, can I get on to that agent? Like, can he put me onto some things?
I'm telling you, you could be the ball girl or something for him.
Exactly. Because obviously you don't have to be a winner. I mean,
no. You can pass out sour Gatorade to him.
What? He'll get the 10%.
it's just, it didn't make sense. It still doesn't make sense to me. Even if you took him, why the hell did you give him so much money?
Yeah.
Injury.
I get that. Okay, he's who you want as your lead quarterback. The money ain't money in for me. It doesn't make sense to me.
They could have called Matty Ice back out of retirement or something.
Okay. I mean, it's so many. Hell, they could have had Russell for less than $2 million.
Tom Brady would have came and played for him for that.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
But $180 million and $100 million is guaranteed.
What the hell are they thinking about?
The agent is the best agent around.
They claim supposedly, his wife is from the area. He can bring so much. How much damn people he gonna bring to a Falcon game that wasn't already going to a Falcon game? Yeah. Anybody who know Falcon fans know win, lose, or draw. They there. So they definitely ain't coming in to see Kirk Cousins.
Crazy.
Russell's wife.
Prove me wrong, but I don't see it.
Ain't Russell's wife from
Sierra from Atlanta too.
She's from Atlanta too. You didn't go get him?
Justin Fields is from Atlanta. Like, I don't get it.
It's about having people in the arena where you could say that they're excited to be in that stadium to see this team. They're excited for what's about to happen. The offense, what the hell Kirk Cousins is gonna do for me?
Thank you.
That's why I got tickets strategically on the opposing side.
Wow.
Wow. So you have heard the Kirk Cousins hate from Coach Tisha, Coach Julius Hall. You've heard the hate. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to a commercial right now because, again, we're going to get into some other stuff, some boondoggle stuff going on right now in the NFL. So we're going to go to a commercial right now.
You got the first hand.
What? Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. Say it.
Mike McCarthy, Coach Mac's son, is his agent. He got a smart agent. Quiet. He gets stuff done. Hey, like I said, Atlanta don't want a black quarterback. Justin Fields and Cam would be excellent. As Cam could be a good backup for Justin Fields, but it's not going to happen. Kirk Cousins will be the face of the Falcons, and he got that 4-year deal. Mike McCarthy is the agent.
And where's the agent from?
Boulder, Colorado, home of the Buffaloes.
Wow.
And what place is close to heaven on earth?
Really?
Colorado, we all know.
I ain't got Cousins being there a whole 4 years.
This is Coach Tony Mitchell. He called me. This is Coach Tony Mitchell. He said, and what was the first statement you said to me? What was the first statement you said to me, Coach Tony Mitchell? When you called me, when I answered, I said hello.
I said that I know who the agent is, who got the money for him.
Go and say the other thing that you said too.
What else did I say? Big Mac?
You said I thought they do their homework. They don't do their homework.
Yeah, I did say, y'all. I thought they do the homework on this show, man. I know more about this stuff than they do. I ain't no damn agent.
No, you need to be on the show.
I couldn't get past them damn dollar signs to figure out who the agent was.
Didn't care who the agent was.
So you gotta have a smart agent, just like Mahorn got Lee Steinberg. He got him all that money.
So
yeah, well, he renegotiated his contract.
Yes. You know, Lee Steinberg's been around for a long time. So yes, sir. So Coach Tony Mitchell, we're gonna go back. You know, so that way we've come from the break. You are on live on Ebony Sports Reporters. So everybody around the entire world has heard you, and so we're gonna go back. So you could go ahead and plug your commentary because Julius Hall is saying, "Hey, tell Tony to come on the show." But I know what you're gonna say, so we're not gonna do that.
I'm sitting here working on some stuff right now. You know, I do all the football schedules for a lot of the colleges. So I'm getting stuff done right now as we speak. I'm working on some stuff for some schools.
All right. And in addition, and what place is close to heaven on earth? Oh, no, excuse me. What is heaven on earth?
Colorado, bro. I already told y'all. Look out for the Buffaloes this year.
And
gonna be ready.
And you hung out at the strip club that, you know, John Morant.
Oh, Shotgun Willie's, that used to be my spot on Colorado Boulevard.
And Coach Julius Hall said he was going to meet you there when he got to Denver. So, all right, we signed out. This coach.
Man, Julius ain't going to Denver. You know how many people I took two? You saw on my Facebook, I took 2 guys with me preseason. They called me the other day and said, man, we ready to go back.
So you're saying nobody want to be in Brooklyn. Okay, got you. We signed on that.
You gotta leave Brooklyn alone. Leave Brooklyn alone.
Kansas City. Yeah. They don't even want to be in Kansas City. Ain't nothing in Kansas City. You might get robbed. That's like going to Memphis.
But okay, we signing out right now. This is Coach Tony Mitchell, who went to Savannah High School. Big bruh. All right. We signed.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here. I'm just listening to you guys. I enjoy listening to you guys while I'm at work.
So now we got to get to, huh?
Have your facts together. Mike McCarthy is the agent for Kirk.
Well, see, that's the difference in this show. This show, we want our viewers to go do their research.
Remember when he got RG3? I knew that wasn't going to work. Why did Mike Shanahan go out and get Kirk Cousins? Shanahan had the luxury of coaching John Elway. He didn't really coach no brothers. He had Melvin Hackney. He had Sean Moore from Virginia.
Julius is saying cut you off. Julius saying cut you off,
yeah,
not me.
Really.
Julius said cut you off.
Really. You won't give commentary, come on the show.
He said commentary, come on the show. That he just said. So we'll talk to you.
I'm gonna just listen to you guys. I appreciate you having me on.
All right. But, yes, there's Tony Mitchell from Savannah High School. So we now come to this NFL pre-agency. What's up? What's going on? What's the deal? What did you think, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, I think it's the NFL needs to be investigated for collusion. because they've devalued the running back position on purpose. All the teams, they're in collusion for doing it.
Yes.
And it's obvious. I mean, they don't even care whether you see it. And these running backs are just going to where they can eke out a little bit more money than what they were making. Philadelphia is the team to watch this year. When you got Barkley with a threat like that, like San Francisco, all Philadelphia got to do is let those young thugs, well, I won't call them thugs, let them young horses, let them young horses that they drafted get on the damn field. Let them young horses get on the field. That's what they need to do. And it's going to be a great football season coming up, and it's going to be interesting, especially the NFC.
Okay. Coach Tisha.
I definitely agree. The Eagles is definitely the team to look out for. But didn't we just hear that two teams are being investigated
for tampering?
Yeah.
One is Atlanta Falcons. That's what I was going to go to. One is Atlanta Falcons, and the other one is with Kirk Cousins. The other one is the Philadelphia Eagles with Barkley.
Yeah.
Now my thing is, you had the guy. He's the face of the franchise. You didn't want to play him. You don't want to pay him. Like you said, the NFL has a collusion when it comes to running back. They devalued that position drastically. I know that the running backs' life expectancy in the NFL is short because they take some of the pounding. But if you're a finesse back, you don't get the pounding. You just go to the outside and cut and run, But
I think the Giants and the Jets owners are one in the same, just dumb.
I've seen a whole bunch of running backs change teams. This never happened before, where because they devalued the running back market, these running backs change teams and there's no loyalty. It's more of a business as opposed to hey, I'm gonna be loyal to this team. I'm the face of the franchise. No, it's about business, And I'm not gonna pay him that much money. Let another fool pay him that money. And if he has a good season, we messed up. But we'll pay somebody less to do that same thing. That's the mentality. But they're gonna give the money to the quarterback, like Kirk Cousins,
like Daniel Jones.
Kirk Cousins and Daniel Jones. I'm still trying to figure out how they got that money.
Well, they need to back up to get their paycheck.
Well, Coach Julius Hall, Coach Fritz was talking. Coach Julius Hall,
I agree with him. They back up the truck, no mask, no nothing. Just give me the money.
Yeah. Robbery.
I'm like Tony Mitchell said. Coach Tony Mitchell said, great agent.
Well, it's still going to be interesting to see how this whole collusion thing comes. Like, are they really going to do an investigation, or did they just throw it out there because so many people are talking about it?
Well, some assistant coaches on Atlanta that Kirk Cousins know,
or either Fitch. It's got to be money laundering or something. We're gonna give you 180 million, but you got to give us 100 of that back now under the table. There's got to be something going on.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, 100 million guarantee. Can you? It's like, and again, I'm not hating on Kirk Cousins. I'm just trying to understand it. What in his resume said to you? I am not letting you walk out of here.
The team that had him didn't keep him.
Right.
What the hell are these coaches and teams and general managers thinking about? They didn't keep him. And you're going to take him and give him $45 million when he ain't worth 15?
Right.
Listen,
not to mention
15, I would be crying. If they gave him $60 million over the 4 years, I would still be crying because I know he ain't worth that.
And you don't even know how he's going to perform after this last injury.
Yeah.
He hasn't played since
an Achilles.
Right.
It was, man.
Unless they talking about they got a hell of an offensive line.
He ain't going to move. That was one of the things that I heard
so
today.
Where he going to be a pocket player the whole game?
That's the one thing that they talked about today is that he just stays in the pocket and throws the ball. But the funny thing is, that year that he got the money, it was Case Keenum that threw it to Taphon Diggs for the touchdown to make Minnesota relevant, and that was the beginning of that run. So you good in the regular season, but you don't do nothing in the playoffs.
They was like, oh, he got the black vote, he got the popular vote, he on the plane with the chains and the gold and all that. Come on, Atlanta. Like, get out of here.
Washington Redskins franchise fan tagged him twice without giving him his money. And then he's like, okay, let me find another team to give me the money. And he got the money from Minnesota. I don't see what he did. Minnesota was like, okay, we saw what we got. We getting smart. Let's get rid of him. He has a Achilles coming off an injury. Let's get rid of him. And Atlanta was like, we'll take him.
His agent got the gift of gab. To finesse that, you have to have the gift of gab.
No, you just got to have some weak, sorry people as the administrators of the Atlanta Falcons. They need to be the Atlanta Crows because I'm serious, man. That team, I don't even know what the hell they was thinking about. You could have gave every fan in the bleachers a discount and when it got Cam Newton, and then drop your ticket prices or something. And it's all kind of stuff they could have did with $180 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move on this right here. Russell Wilson in the Steelers organization. Coach Tisha.
I'm happy. I'm glad he went there. Obviously, were there other places that I would have wished he'd gone other than there? Obviously. But I'm not mad that he went to the Steelers. I don't think the Broncos are going to do anything. And I think by midseason, it's when you'll start hearing the song of revamping start to come out again because they know they're not going anywhere. And to blame Russell, it's like, come on, really? Was it really Russell's fault? Of course not. But somebody got to be the scapegoat. I think Tomlin and Russell is going to be a great match. Two grown men trying to win a championship. And by the way, I too am a Steelers fan, Mr. Hall.
Oh, okay. See, got more than one team.
I don't have two teams though. I just have two.
See, what's the difference in you having two and me having six?
This show is not long enough for the explanation, but okay.
All right. So, Coach Fritz,
great fit for both parties. Great fit for both of them. You got him on the cheap, 1-year deal. He probably gonna be he's gonna come and resurrect his career just like Geno Smith did for Seattle. And they were 10-7 with a makeshift quarterback line and a offensive coordinator that you fired in the middle of the season. 10-7, you still made the playoff. They're gonna go further along in the playoff.
And Pickett still needs time to understand the game and the position, and that black and gold is different.
Okay, all right. Coach Julius Hall.
Just give the quarterback time to throw the ball, and they can do a lot, especially when you get an athletic African American quarterback. I think that he'll do good in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna be rooting for him because I think he's a great kid. He gives back a lot. Also, I see some of the stuff he's doing in the community. So I'm glad that Denver still got to pay him that $37 million, Tony. So Pittsburgh really got off because they got him for what, 1.2?
Yeah.
You got to pay 37.8.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that $40 million, something like that. 39 million, something like that, whatever it is. But it's going to be interesting. I don't think that Kirk Cousins is going to last more than 2 years in Atlanta. We're going to boo him out of there first of all. He got to get the hell up out of there. So that's just my thoughts.
Okay. All right. So we're now kind of this. What 3 female athletes would you like to have dinner with? What 3 female athletes you like to sit down and have dinner with? Coach Julius Hall.
What's the coach name from?
3 female athletes I like to have dinner with. I want to have a talk with Serena.
That was one.
I want to have a talk with
Dang.
What's the little girl used to play with Notre Dame?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. She's on the commercial with Mark Cuban.
Diggs. What her name was?
Skylar.
Skylar. and then um, what's the little tumbling girl does the little tumbling stuff?
Simone Biles.
Simone. You thought I was gonna name some great athletes from the past, isn't it?
I just threw it out there since I said athletes, then you jumped on me and said, why you ain't saying about the women? I like it was just athletes. So I said we're gonna come back with one of the women. We are gonna do that last week, but we're doing it this week right here. Yeah. So I'm just throwing it out there. Who would you want to sit down and have dinner with?
None of them old birds. Young people so I can inspire them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. You can inspire them. Wow.
Coach Fritz, what 3 for you?
Serena Williams. Now I gotta add Simone Biles because I was trying to figure Simone Biles. I was trying to figure out the last one. And Dawn Staley. That'll be my 3.
All right. Okay. Coach Tisha.
He took mine, so it would be Dawn Staley for sure. I can't remember the lady's name that's over the Rutgers girls basketball team.
Okay.
I can't think of her name. And I probably would not say Serena because I don't really like Serena's attitude. So she would be someone I would want to sit down with.
I just wanted to ask her, Ted, what the hell is she thinking? I wanted to tell her, say, you see these 2 girls here? What the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, true, but those would be my 2. I can't think of a third one right now. But those are my 2.
And Tony Mitchell went and said, Pam McGee, and then also Cheryl Miller and Nikki Vargas. That's Pam
McGee is good.
That's what Tony Mitchell threw out there. So Coach Tony Mitchell from afar, that's what he threw out there. So now we come to this right here. Bubble teams, men and women. Who we think bubble teams with regards to March Madness? Coach Julius Hall, bubble teams in your eyes, in your crystal ball right now.
I have not even followed the college basketball except for those championships. And the bubble teams are those teams that right there on the bubble for getting in. I don't have an idea who they are right now. And I'm just being honest. I'm a sports fool, but I have not followed college basketball to that degree for bubble teams. Have they even announced the field of 64 yet?
No, not yet. Oh, shit. So this is championship week coming up. Weekend.
I thought championship weekend was last weekend.
That was the girls.
This is it right now.
This is the men.
What?
Yeah. So
it's how irrelevant the men are.
And that's something we're gonna be talking about later. But yeah, so now Coach Fritz.
On the bubble team for the men, Seton Hall, they lost today to St. John's. North Carolina State, because they were losing to Duke. For the women, Nebraska, they got their heart taken out by Caitlin Clark. And I see there's another team that I see that's on the bubble. I forgot their name right now, but I watched some of the teams that's on the bubble, and I did a little research. But those are the ones that I have for right now.
Okay.
I have no comment. I don't pay attention like he does.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna count down. This is a sport that is dear to Coach Julius Hall's heart. This is dear to his heart, so I had to make sure we bring this up. Novak Djokovic, he played the 123rd ranked player in tennis, in men's tennis, and he lost. And they say his behavior wasn't that great either, but they say he lost. So is it too early to say that Joker has now lost it? He's done, or what? Coach Tisha.
I mean, but he's known to have a questionable attitude anyway, isn't he? So, I mean, that's not really surprising. Has he lost it? In his eyes, he probably has. I don't think. I don't want to say that. I would say no as far as has he lost it. Does he have behavioral issues, temperamental issues? Absolutely. Is it going to get better? No, because there are people that are coming behind him that are as great as he, if not greater than he. And he's starting to see that. So, I don't know. What do you say?
I think he's taking he's a competitive person, so he's taking it out on himself. Like he's like, I think he's in his mind because he's taking it to heart. Really, on the, like, you know, somebody that's ranked 123 beat you. You're like, how come I let that person beat me? I'm not on my game. I'm not that great. I got to do something different. So, you know, like Giannis said, it's not a failure. It's just that he has to do something different to come out. I guess he wasn't focused enough, or he probably thought, 123, I'll just do what I got to do.
Or there are people that are better than you. That's the cycle of life. You won't always be great.
I think he took him for granted.
Well, yeah.
He took this guy for granted, and the guy took it. You know, that's the guy saw that you was disrespecting him, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show you something different." Because you can't go into a game, you can't go into a tournament thinking, "Oh, this is a cakewalk. 123. I gotta put him away real quick." That guy came to play. If you don't come to play, lights out, go home.
Especially when you don't have nothing to lose. That kid didn't have nothing to lose. So
Joker's gonna be home just like me.
Whoa, wow. Okay.
Shots fired.
Okay. So Coach Julius Hall.
Well, being that I am an ex-tennis player in high school, I can tell you that the difference between number 1 and number 123 is a missed backhand, a double fault. It's not much difference in 1 and 123 in the world. These kids and their athleticism these days are just at a new level now. And they can play the number 1 guy. That you get motivated from playing the number 1 guy so that you can beat him. Like I tell people about college football, the difference between number 1 and number 50 is a missed tackle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Missed tackle, a drop pass in the end zone. I let it in all sports, except track and field. Yeah, but that's just my opinion on the difference in 1 and 123. Well, it's not just my opinion. If you look at it closely, any of these guys, if you're hitting well that day, you can beat anybody. If you're serving well, ain't nobody gonna stop you. And if your backhand is on par, you can look to go where you need to go at.
Okay, all right. We're going to go to another commercial, and we say support our advertisers. Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm, offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Jr. Boulevard. Chef Food and Gas. Don't ride by, stop by. And that's at Styles and Winter Streets here in Savannah, Georgia. And One Price Cleaners, located in the Farmers Market in Garden City. So, Mr. Producer, we can go to a commercial.
Hi, I'm Katie Brewington and I'm running for Magistrate Court Judge. Magistrate Court is often called the People's Court because people represent themselves or are pro se litigants. Magistrate Court handles civil claims up to $15,000, dispossessory proceedings, pre-warrant applications, and good behavior bonds. I'm a great candidate for judge because I have the experience, compassion, and drive to get the job done. I have been a probation officer, a criminal defense attorney, a solicitor, and a municipal court judge, and I will take all of that experience to get the job done. So remember, vote Katie Brewington, May 21st, for Magistrate.
are back. Ebony Sports Reporters. We got Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha chilling up there in Brooklyn. And we got in Chatham County, Georgia, we got Coach Julius Hall. And Coach Julius Hall talks about young people being athletic. And so we got Fran. We got to show y'all Fran. We're going to highlight Fran right now. And Fran is also able to do alley-oops with regards to dunking. She's 6'1". So, Coach Julius Hall, Fran.
Absolutely amazing. 6'1" and can alley-oop, slam dunk, took the ball down the court like that and slammed. She has hops. She has hops that other people in the world don't have. I'm talking about in the world don't have. So,
right.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Fritz.
Very good athletically. She got, like he said, she got hops. I agree. Doing alley-oops, I got to see that. I've never seen a girl do alley-oops. I've seen them dunk the ball, but I haven't seen an alley-oop. So when that's going to be interesting to see her doing that, you know?
Agreed.
Also, as part of the segue, is she going to be part of that all-star coming to Savannah State?
No, she's not local. She's not local.
Okay.
She's not local. She's not local. And so what's going on? Oh, Coach Tisha. Oh, you know, forget.
I agreed with everything that everybody else said. She's great.
All right. So what we were attempting to do, but we could not, the videos will not upload. I don't know why, but sometimes that's what they say happened. I think there's some other things there that stops from occurring. And so we were going to show Christian Coleman and show the reaction of his parents with regards to him winning, you know, right there in championships. And then also the fastest kids in the world. We got Bella Brown out of Jamaica and out of Burkina Faso. We got Noah Brown. But then because of that, we said, hey, since we can't show them, we're going to at least show Kenny. We're going to show Kenny representing.
Really good start from Kenny Harrison, fourth from left. She's already in the lead. Talai's going well, third from right now. Oh, there's been a fall there. I think it was Stout. But look at Kenny Harrison storming away with this, and look at the margin of victory. What's the clock? 12:20, and the world record is gone.
Kenny Harrison. Coach Tisha.
I mean, I couldn't do that even if I was her age. She was like a machine.
What?
That was impressive. That was definitely impressive.
I was trying to figure out timing the jump. She just I'm impressed. That was fast, and she was running like her life depended on it.
I probably would have clipped all them doggone things she was jumping over. Very impressive.
All right. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, she was absolutely flying. She was, and that was an impressive victory. And I just want to let you know that when I was in high school running track, I was so fast I knocked all the stuff down and still won.
How you win and you knock the stuff down? How you win and you knock the stuff down?
You don't get penalized for the stuff getting knocked down.
He played.
Ain't that a penalty?
No.
You just said you didn't do track and field.
If you knock that stuff down, it's gonna slow you up anyway. I never known it to be a penalty. You keep running. Run through it if you can. If you run through it, that means the other player hopping over it, he gone. You still back there trying to get through it. There ain't no penalty. That's why they're there. I've seen somebody knock or hurdle down and still won.
Okay.
Okay. Coach Julius Hall, but I thought he said that track and field was just one of his weaknesses, but he said I guess that was the weakness with regards to that. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, we was running against a junior high school that day.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. So next we come to something. Coach Tony Mitchell, he threw out that he said USC on the bubble along with Iowa and Ohio State. That's what he said on the bubble.
Really?
So that's what Coach Tony Mitchell said. So we're gonna come. He gonna probably throw something about this right here. The 1982 Dunbar High School Poets, because again, the Dunbar High School Poets, legendary high school, legendary high school coach, and again, dominating basketball. And so, Coach Julius Hall, because out of that high school, out that team, right in 1982, you have 4 NBA players, and some became all-stars, and also some of them went on great collegiate careers, like David Wingate, and Muggsy Bogues, and all of them. But Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts, your feelings on the Dunbar High School Poets?
Well, everybody know that Dunbar had the whip back in the day. They had the whip. You got the Dunbar, you was going someplace. But they bet not had come and seen these Wolverines in 1980. 1980, we had the whip. We wanted to see some of them. Come on down here in this little country town down here in Savannah, Georgia, and see what we do to you. Tompkins Wolverines, state champs, 1980. Whole state of Georgia.
Jay, you opened that door, by the way.
I didn't expect it. Coach.
Really?
Coach Tony, where are you, Coach Tony? Please, for the love of God. Coach Tony. Coach Fritz. Go ahead, Coach Fritz.
I saw this coming a mile away, so that's one.
Okay.
But I was happy to look at I was looking to look at the Dunbar, and I recognized at least 3 of the players. This Reggie Lewis I didn't recognize. Reggie Lewis, that's the only one I didn't recognize. I was like, this, okay, that's Reggie Williams. I saw Muggsy Bogues, and I was like, okay, David Wingate. That was a great team, in 1982 to win their championship out of Baltimore. That was an all-star squad, and 4 of them made it to the NBA, with the exception of Reggie Lewis, and his what happened to him, but the rest of them had decent careers in the NBA.
Kudos.
All right.
Do you calling on Tony? Like what I said was a myth.
The man, myth, the legend.
Ask Tony where he met me at. How does he know me?
Uh-oh.
Okay. And Tony threw out the map. The map is right there. The map is right there. And so, yes. But we did not expect that with regards to Tompkins being on a par with them, but we're going to leave that alone right now. We'll go to someone else who's making some things happen. And this is Juju. As y'all see what Juju is doing as a freshman. Yeah. Some are going to say, we're going to show you some highlights of Juju also. But they said that, guess what? People don't see, and she broke Caitlin's freshman record. But people going to say, hey, what's the deal with that? So
Watkins crosses over, lays it off. Oh, my goodness. Davis just gobbling up the rebounds. That's her 6th. Oh, the and for Watkins.
Coach Tishu, excuse me, Juju Watkins, Juju in the house.
Obviously, it's phenomenal. Why isn't she in the same conversation with Caitlin? Is the question.
Well, no, I'm just people been sharing some things. I just want to put it out there. I'm just sharing with you.
I think those of us who kind of follow her, yes, we see all the numbers, we see the accolades, but I think they want Caitlin to be in a space by herself right now till she get to the WNBA. Now, next season, yeah, we're probably not going to be able to turn the TV on without hearing about Juju. Do I think that she should be in every conversation right now? Absolutely. I mean, she plays a phenomenal game. And again, you hear more about the women's basketball these days than you do the men's.
All right.
Now, I watched the game against Stanford. In the beginning, they were frustrating her. They were fouling her. They were trying to play a boxing one on her. They were defending her so many different ways. And then the second half was a totally different ball game. Juju Watson showed up, and USC wound up winning their conference tournament. And They were number one. I think Stanford was number one. And they were number two. They took them out. It was just that was embarrassing after the end.
All right, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, one thing y'all all missing. Didn't y'all see what her damn name is?
Oh God!
Jesus Christ! I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Again.
I'm done.
Juju.
I'm done.
Again.
As in Julius, Julia, all the Jews, JUs are bad. All the JUs are bad. Julius Irvin, Julius Peppers, Julius Hall. What y'all want?
Thanks, Jay. Another one you opened the door to.
Jay, you owe us.
Okay.
Right now,
and no, you are not frozen. So thank you.
I already know his grandson can't come in the room right now. It's just his head is so big.
He's not here tonight.
You'd have never been able to fit in the room.
Oh God! Of course we know Becky.
Coach Tony Mitchell here. I throw out Becky. So I was gonna do something else, but we go this way. I gotta try to neutralize this right here. We gotta neutralize this. My God.
Yeah, a year ago, I would have done anything to be in basketball shoes instead of streetwear, just playing in the most important month of basketball. So I'm extremely grateful. I wouldn't be here without God and all my teammates and my coaching staff. I just wanted to embrace it and have fun because I missed it so much the entire year last year. And I'm just extremely grateful to be healthy and playing basketball.
We're loving seeing you back out there. Paige Becker's most outstanding player. Congratulations. All right.
So now I'm scared to ask this question because we might find out that he was the babysitter for Paige Becker, Coach Julius Hall.
She's a great player. This tournament is going to be good because you have so many women playing at an elite level than the men.
Correct.
I don't know who playing on the men's side, but I can name you a dozen good women and women teams. So it's like Serena them did with tennis. You didn't see, nobody was waiting on the men to have the finals. When the women's final was over, nobody watched the men's. So and this is different with basketball, but they're overshadowing the men's right now.
Okay, thank God. He was not her babysitter. Coach Tisha.
I mean, I totally agree. I think it's fine time that these female athletes get the recognition that they deserve because they've always been outstanding players. People just haven't stayed on the channel to watch them long enough to see it. So now that we are, and we're putting it out there, and there's shows like this one, their names can resonate now. And not just because they from such and such hood area and they made it out. It ain't about that. It's where they are now and what they're doing now. And a lot of them seem to be living out their dreams. So kudos to them.
Okay. Coach Fritz.
The women's basketball team is on another level. I remember when Dawn Staley, the female Tim Hardaway, Cheryl Miller scoring 101 points. The twins at USC, the girls that did their thing in Tennessee. I remember all of those girls. They paved the way for what's playing now. And the women basketball is more exciting than the men's right now. The men's had their run, especially with the mid-majors and the small colleges, the underdogs that come in, the Valparaisos, the Gonzagas, all those teams, Florida Atlantic, those are coming in and they're shocking the world because they're showing they could ball. But the females have it now. The females have it locked right now. And it's more exciting.
Okay. All right. So, we were going to do something else, but because we got Coach Tony, he throwing some stuff out there. So Coach Tony, he might get upset about this right here. Malaysia for Wiley, he might not like that because it's not Colorado. He might not like that, and she is not stepped up same level, at least as a freshman, with regards to Candace Parker. So that Coach Tony might have a little issue with that. So
let's go! We run the state. Let's go, Coach! In the country, y'all heard. Let's go. We chasing rings, not awards. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, Coach Fritz.
Love her attitude. Love her competitiveness. I looked at a show that we did in January, and Coach Bernard Brown was talking about her, and he was like, he known her since she was small, and that Dawn Staley has a good crew. Dawn Staley's been recruiting these kids for a long time. I saw the show that she had after they won the championship. She was like, "Yeah, we get them from seventh grade. We get them from seventh grade. We can't do nothing with them in training at sixth grade, but we get them at seventh grade." And they must have been watching this girl for a long time. She is going to set the trend.
Yeah, she's good. I enjoy watching her. She brings a nice finesse to the game that I like.
And she picked Flage's pockets. That was crazy. Ooh, that was like, she has a combination of Gary Payton, where she picks your pockets. She got the flair to score. She do that. She went underneath the basket. That's you're supposed to lay it with. She went from the right to the left. You're supposed to lay it with your left hand. She did a scoop under and laid it with her right hand. She's gonna be it. And if she's like she said, she's chasing rings as opposed to awards, they're gonna get it. It's just a matter of time for Dawn to get it. And next year they're gonna be sophomores. They're gonna say a lot. And Raven Johnson is gonna I don't know. I think she's gonna hold that ship together. It's just gonna be very interesting how everything pans out for them.
Okay. All right. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I was watching the game, and she took over. One thing about that team is Don has role players that can step up and do what's necessary when somebody isn't playing at the level for which they need to be playing. This girl here is a phenom. She really is. She was shooting lights out. I didn't understand. They were up like 13, and Don took them out and set them down. And then next thing you know, they were only up 5. Yeah. And I was wondering why she took this girl out before the half like that. Girl wasn't tight. You letting this team score 8 straight points on you. Yeah. And she took over, and she's gonna be one of those players with Juju to watch in the next couple of years.
Yep.
All right. Oh wow. 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 Shots fired. Wow. Shot has been fired. Coach Julius Hall.
I didn't say she was fired.
Huh?
I didn't say Georgia Southern coach was fired.
No, you just corrected Tony Mitchell. You told Tony Mitchell to do his homework. Wow, Coach Julius Hall. Wow.
That's my producer over there doing that.
That okay. Tony Mitchell, do your homework. That was Coach Julius Hall. He said that.
Yeah, she wasn't fired.
Yeah, right. She was. It was an agreement, a parting of ways. It was mutual. So, Coach Tony Mitchell, do your homework. and so, but oh Lord.
Your Denver Nuggets done lost 15, 20 games. What you talking about? 12 at least.
No, but that's that's a good segue because we had this up. I got to say, Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley essentially is the best coach and best ambassador for her program, for her sport. I should say for her sport. Would you agree or not agree with regards that Dawn Staley is the best coach and best ambassador for her sport? And Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts with regards to that?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. She's class. She has the class to really be the ambassador for women's sports. Not only just basketball, for all women's sports. Because she has been in the game so long that she knows the right things to say. And she ain't gonna fly off the cuff like Kim did. You know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Coach Fritz.
I agree with Julius Hall. Dawn Staley knows what this women's basketball, women's sports mean a whole lot, because when they were coming out of college, there was no WNBA. They had to, most of these women had to go play overseas and other people to see them. Their own family couldn't see them. And then when they formed the WNBA, you know, she was on the tail end. We didn't get a chance to see her whole package.
Well, she played. She just didn't win no championship.
She played, but not in her prime. We were robbed of that at the time, you know, because we didn't see her play in her prime. But she is a personified icon and she's doing a great job for women's sports in all general aspects of it. Can't complain.
Yeah, I definitely feel like she's a great ambassador. And I hope Gucci is paying her for all them fly-ass Gucci outfits that she because
I think they give that to her. They donate that.
It don't matter. I hope she getting some money for it. If not, she need to start rocking some of the wear that people that look like us is putting out there. Don't
for
be
Jamal
for free.
For Jamal, yeah. I don't know. I ask him. They want to know how you can go over 90 minutes, and when Bernard was here, you wanted to stop the show at an hour. I asked him, Mama. I don't know.
It's not 90 minutes. It's an hour and 28 minutes. That's what I'm looking at. I asked
him whether he playing favoritisms or something. I don't know. I asked him. I didn't say that.
Yeah. Right. I know. You know.
All right. My mama, she on the phone.
And I respect her. I respect her. Yes,
all
ma'am.
Right, my mama. All right. I asked him. I make sure he know. All right.
So I mean, because we were about that. It's at an hour and 28 minutes. That's why we're about to wrap it on up. It's just that you told me to put this up right here.
You know what?
That's what. So Coach Tony Mitchell, Coach Julius Hall sent that to me, and so that's why that's put up. He told me to say that. You know, he said people don't follow Colorado like that only because of Deion right now. That's why it wasn't me, Coach Tony. It was me. Because they won the regular season Eastern Division. So yeah, you know, Coach Baker's always on top of it. And we used to be helping recruiting with regards to Savannah State. And when they went to the MEAC championship, we had done that. We had a history with our tour company, They Clean Journeys. We had done that right there. So I was proud, happy to them. Yeah. Even though they ain't gave me a ring, they gave Booker wife a ring and gave me a ring. They know I'm still upset about that. I also been getting a ring because I also had them in my classes. So bam, that's why I got I got the golf shirt right here, but it's got MEAC right there on the side. So, but we're not gonna go over. We're gonna do this right here.
Who's this? Who's the Irish person here that's gonna be coaching in Savannah State?
At Savannah State.
That what he said. She's gonna be the new women's basketball coach next year.
So Cedric left. I gotta talk to him.
Brianna O'Connor, she Irish, isn't it?
Oh Lord. Hold on. I got called. Then I should because I just came from the field. So then I need to be calling Coach Baker about that.
Tony Mitchell, come back on the call. Get on the call.
Mm-hmm. So, but we coming on down because we're not going because we are 37 seconds off. You know the clock. So, what do you foresee? Because Coach Julius Hall said he don't pay attention to it. But again, we're going to say who you see winning championship. That's what we do. Winning championship. We're going to get into some other stuff next week. Some stuff we didn't get to. But who you see winning championships? Again, North Carolina, will they take ACC? What's going to happen? So, Coach Fritz.
Yeah.
North Carolina is strong. Hubert Davis finally got them playing like they're supposed to play. I don't know what Duke just did with North Carolina State, but NC is this year. NC is ready for them.
Didn't a couple of coaches get fired today though?
A couple
from college.
yeah.
The guys.
Jerry Stackhouse got fired after 5 seasons with Vanderbilt, but it's like I said, I see South Carolina in their bracket going all the way because they're gonna be the number 1 seed. I don't know if LSU is gonna get the number 1 seed. They probably gonna get the 2 seed or 3 seed. And it's going to be very interesting, this women's college game, because you got a lot of teams that's in there that's powerhouses. You got Florida, you got LSU, you got USC, Stanford, Notre Dame. So it's going to be Iowa. It's going to be very interesting to see how the women do. The men is just, I don't know. They show you, put it this way, like you said, the men could be beaten. It's just a missed free throw or missed 3. The men's could be beaten. You know, it's not like throughout the whole year there wasn't a definite number 1. Everybody's been flip-flopping after they take a loss. So I got to see more from them when this tournament starts off.
What he said.
Okay, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I don't foresee no big upsets because these teams are playing so strong. You know, you ain't gonna have the number 16 coming to beat the number 1 this year. Even though in basketball, if you shooting lights out, ain't nobody can do nothing with you.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting on. I'm gonna tell you who's gonna win it all once the field of 64 or 66 is announced.
There ain't nobody but Jay.
Colorado is the home of steers and beers.
A state doomed to hell.
The opinion of Julius Hall is not the opinions of Ebony sports reporters.
That ain't nobody but that little man right there.
I didn't put that up there.
Thank you, Coach Fritz. That's right. So a shot was fired at Coach Tony Mitchell. Coach Tony Mitchell, you need to come on this show so you can defend yourself. That some of the stuff they be putting up. They don't have a love for Colorado like you got love for Colorado.
Hey, he might be in Colorado now. If he in Colorado, yeah. Tish, if he in Colorado, then he not getting no reception.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
they got
a horrible snowstorm today.
2 feet of snow. Whew, Lord.
And we did do a segment on the coach who got fired for the clothing, Tony. But again, and that was like a season ago before all that people started just talking about it. But this has been Ebony Sports.
We came along.
Right. Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, Coach Julius Hall. And so again, because of Coach Julius Hall and Coach Tony, we went longer because Coach Tony came in and ate up some of our minutes because he want to talk about Colorado, the state doomed to hell, as Coach Juju Hall said. So again,
Juju Hall, wow.
We see y'all next week. Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I like that.